What's up, you hate hoax and hooligans? Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com.
And sitting across from him, still sick. Maybe I got the coof, maybe I don't. I don't know. If I did, it's your fault. I'm blaming you.
What are you gonna? Hey, those planes were full, man.
Hey, at least it wasn't.
Gonorrhea. No.
So it could always be worse.
It could always be worse.
I'm just saying. So once again, I'm drinking coffee tonight. I'm sorry, no wine Blake tonight. It is what it is, but we got one hell of a humdinger stream for you today.
One hell of an Engelbert Humperdinck stream. Oh my God.
Engelbert Humperdinck. The Ryan Roast coming out this weekend has that whole riff, you and I talking about Engelbert Humperdinck.
That guy was an idiot.
Used to be named Jerry Dorsey, and then decided after his records weren't selling, I'm going to change my name to Engelbert Humperdinck.
And it worked.
And it worked.
Yeah.
I don't know how they arrived at that one. Zingelbert Bimbledeck. Stevie Buns Buttritrundas. Kringlebert Fisty Buns. Wingelbert Bimbledeck. Engelbert Humperdinck. No, go back one.
That one works, yeah.
That one works. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. Change it to that. Like he legally changed his name.
He did. I'm sure he did.
Dude, that shit's hilarious.
Well, speaking of hilarious, isn't it hilarious how every single time we have a hate crime, where people are writing disgusting things on walls and stuff, it always turns out to be, the person who's allegedly being targeted by such horrible things.
Uh-huh. It just, every time one of these things hits the media, it's almost always false.
Well, here we go. Another hate hoax. Black student caught creating racist Triple K Foundation graffiti at a college in Michigan. So he's a local boy.
That's Albion College, I think it is.
Albion College. The Albion Department of Public Safety say that a student is responsible for graffiti found at a dorm last weekend. They brought 21-year-old black male in for questioning on April 6th, according to Chief Scott Kipp. Student admitted to creating most of the graffiti, so I'm sure he's got a couple of friends. And video evidence from the campus safety department confirms the statements.
Mm-hmm.
So, an all-around grade A nice guy.
I'm just getting sick. And you know what? They're probably not going to do nothing to this kid.
Not going to do
slap
nothing
on the wrist. I mean, they're not punishing any of these people doing this bullshit.
Of course not. I mean if we're not going to punish people who are literally burning, looting, and murdering, we're definitely not going to punish this kid for writing some stuff on a wall.
Yeah, and I've never heard anything in the media about the Smollett thing in Chicago. Did that thing just disappear?
I don't know.
Yeah.
In Biden's America, anything is possible.
Yep. Yeah, I think you're right.
But what really, and we had to start with that simply because of what we're going to be talking about today.
Well, first of all,
oof.
I'm a former military guy, so this is hitting close to home. This one is going to get me really spun up. Now, I have some experience with these military stand-downs. They had the suicide stand-downs, I don't know, about a dozen of them in the 10 years I spent in civil affairs. 12 years I spent in civil affairs. And, they were absolutely just worthless. Like, everyone stopped training. Everyone stopped doing what they're supposed to do. They go to these briefings, and they were talking about suicide. And it was always the same shit over and over again. And I'm telling you, the soldiers, like, they literally, that you could just watch them shut off in the first 10 minutes of these briefings. Now, I quit attending them.
Yeah.
I just said, this is stupid. I have work to do. And I went and did my work.
I don't blame you, and I'm sure that there were a lot of people who probably wish they could have done the same thing.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I got yelled at, and I'm like, listen, if I don't get this work done, it's still due. I wasted a whole day on watching this bullshit, and then I'm going to have to work until like 3 in the morning. No, I'm not doing that. I'm just going to get my work done, and I'll sign in on the roster, and and we'll lie and say I was there, and everything will work out just fine.
Totally. And you know what? I can recap those briefings right now. They point at a PowerPoint presentation, and then all you hear is... and then that's it. You're done.
Yeah, I was, I will say this. I was hoping for some of my military contacts in the Army to send me the PowerPoint presentations that we could actually go through slide by slide here on the show. But we had some other individuals send us some links to some actual Air Force videos,
Yes.
which they used in their stand-down trainings.
Yes, and you will be able to see links to all of these videos in their full context on Redonkulas.com after tonight's stream. After we're done, I always go through, download the stream from Twitch, I archive everything, and then I make a whole entry that has all of the sources. Now, speaking of which, we are live on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, MGTOW.tv, and DLive. I confirmed them all, so nobody watching on DLive better be showing up in the YouTube chat like, what the fuck? I thought I was different. You love me. Like, no, it's there. I promise.
Now, before we get started, the main speaker for the Air Force stand down is a major, I don't even know her name. I'm bad with names.
Major. There you go.
She's a major. She is a psychiatrist, so she has a medical degree. Now, I'm just going to say this right now.
Yeah, tell us all about what people with medical degrees in the military are like.
All right. Well, first of all, there's some people going to be mad at me, but this is just from my experience. The people I ran into, while I was on active duty, who were actual medical doctors, were worthless. All right.
Another major worthless.
I'm just going to be honest. Okay. They were probably at the bottom third of their medical doctor class or what have you. And, they got a commission to do that job in the Army or the military, and there is no malpractice. You can't sue them for malpractice. They could do whatever the hell they want without any downside. And the military doesn't care about their academic, records or their academic expertise.
Can do and say whatever they want with no consequences. So basically, you just take all that and you apply it to these videos en masse, and you have a really good idea of why this is pissing us off.
And the only exception is trauma surgeons who have actual real-world experience from soldiers, coming back from battle. After they've done that for a while, they're good at that. I'm just going to say those guys are shit hot. Literally. But the rest of it...
How hot is shit?
It gets pretty damn hot.
I mean, I know that it steams when you take a dump outside in the winter. At least my dog's does.
Like when I went through... Langstuhl in Germany, most of the people working in that Army hospital were contract doctors. They weren't actual medical doctors in the military. There was a few, but not that many.
All right. So the basic question is, sweet and sour pork, suck my balls. If I want to interject, I can. Why? Because it's also my show.
All right.
I'm here to crack jokes. It's what I do. I'm here to crack jokes, run the stream, and I'm here to bust your balls. So it is what it is.
It's fine. Works for me, man.
It's all good in the hood. So the basic question that I have to ask you, so you are the expert on propaganda. I've edited all the videos on it. How do you know when something is definitively propaganda? I think you'll agree. Is because the first thing that they do is they point at something and they try to make you afraid of it.
That's absolutely correct.
All right, so let's take a look at this first video here.
They want either fear or an emotional response in the beginning, and then they play off that weakness.
Yep. Pathway to Extremism, Volume or Module 1, Defining Extremism. Here we go.
Now, we're not going to make you watch this whole goddamn thing.
No, it's 15 minutes long. There are 4 of these, and if we made you watch them all, we'd be here forever.
Yeah, can't do it.
Defining extremism. Major.
Doctor. I love how they put doctor in there.
Shot. A congressman.
In parentheses.
A United States Capitol Police officer. A congressional staffer. A lobbyist. And the subject.
Gotta love the intense music.
An additional 2 individuals. A congressman and a Capitol Police officer attained secondary injuries at the scene and were transported to local hospitals.
Don't you love how he knows nothing without conferring with his notes?
No, but just pause it real quick.
Okay.
Okay, he was talking about when that guy showed up and opened fire on the individuals at the softball game.
Yes.
Okay,
And that was a far-left Bernie Sanders supporter.
And the victims were Republicans or right-wing guys.
Yes.
Just so you know, just the context right there.
Yeah. And now we have our former Kenyan-in-chief about to talk about the Aurora movie theater shooting from 2012.
The down low dick sucker. Sorry.
A big Mike.
Outside of Denver, in a town called Aurora, at least 12 people were killed.
Seriously, is this music for a military video, or are we about to watch an action scene from The Dark Knight Rises?
No, I mean, this is for emotional shit. I mean, that's why they're doing this.
Yeah. Remember, this is being shown to the military.
Are being treated at a children's hospital.
Mm-hmm.
I'm here today to reflect on the tragedy that occurred in Colorado Springs last week. There, a gunman attacked a Planned Parenthood clinic.
Oh, we make sure we got to isolate those horrible right-wingers.
Yep.
And you'll notice every single person whose testimony or what have you, interview, statements, speeches on camera has a D after their name.
Student at Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School in northern Broward County, Parkland, Florida.
And this just goes, we all know about the Parkland shooting. This just goes on, but you can see and it's not just the news that's sensationalizing this shit.
But check this out. The definition of a mass shooting is, was it two individuals hit or not at the same event?
Yeah.
That takes place all the time in blue cities.
Mm-hmm.
All
the time.
It is out of control.
Well, it's what happens when you disarm your population on purpose.
Yep. I'm just saying. Okay, here we got this.
And now we're going to
this wretched biatcha here.
Yeah, and by the way, there's one of the things that I noticed. If you actually do watch these in full context, you're going to notice that the person who was making these videos obviously didn't know what the hell they were doing, because they left flubs in, they left extraordinarily long pauses, very pregnant pauses.
And also,
but that served no purpose.
See, I watched all these videos, and this same major, just true to form, throws in some blame and shame and guilt language.
Oh, yeah. So at this point here in the video is when she defines the different types of terrorism. So here we go. Or extremism.
Extremism.
The teriyaki-ism.
By the state of being extreme. How helpful is that? It's not very helpful at all.
She would know all about not being helpful.
So you have to look deeper into the behavioral science research
Balls
to
deeper.
get a more useful definition that can help you determine what makes a group or belief system extreme.
You know, this sounds like very familiar language. If you remember that racist Quantaha on MTV talking about how the definition of racisms isn't good enough anymore because it doesn't have enough nuance.
Uh-huh.
The most helpful definition I found comes from a book called Extremism by J.M. Berger. It's a fantastic and easy read. He defines extremism as the belief that an in-group success or survival can never be separated from the need for hostile or violent action against an identified outgroup. So let's break.
And yes, this is somebody that they routinely refer to whenever any sort of crime comes up that can possibly be attributed to white supreme pizza.
That definition down a little bit further. An in-group is defined by specific qualities, values, characteristics that make up the shared identity. And it can be racial, religious, political, social, you name it. And the out-group is broadly defined as not meeting those defined features of the in-group.
Okay. And then when you go a little bit further down the line, she actually talks about the two specific types of white supreme pizza. I'm going to skip ahead here until we have about 6 minutes and 25 seconds left here. Just about. Okay, here we go.
But also, think about what's next on the continuum.
See what I mean about things just like leaving in flubs and shit?
Violence against people. There are two main categories of extremism we in the DoD need to be aware of. One is homegrown violent extremism. The other is domestic violent extremism. Homegrown violent extremists live in the U.S. or its territories, and they advocate for, or they're inspired by, a foreign terrorist organization.
You can totally tell that this is all knowledge that she natively has in her thinking mate. She's not just reading from a script.
Well, I mean, come on. I'm not going to hold that against her. I mean, she is a psychologist. She's not a public affairs officer. So,
still, I'm just saying, if you're going to go to the trouble of trying to manipulate the ever-loving shit out of people with your suspenseful little Michael Bay music and put all these little news stories together and get people to narc on each other in your own military, pick your talent carefully. Is that too much to ask?
I would say no.
Okay. Just making sure we're on the same page.
Domestic violent extremists, on the other hand, also live in the U.S. and its territories, but they operate without direction or inspiration from foreign terrorist organizations. Examples of the most common types of domestic violent extremists include racially and ethnically motivated violent extremists, such as a white supremacist extremist.
I love how that's the first thing that they say. Is that the only example they give? Let's wait.
Also, militia violent extremists.
Oh, militia.
All right, so let's just put this in perspective.
Nuts and bolts.
If you honor your pledge, your oath to this country to defend it against all enemies, foreign and domestic, if you have any patriotism to you whatsoever, you are, in the eyes of the army and the government that we have now, you are an enemy of the state.
No, she specifically said militia.
Militia, yeah,
now,
I know.
If you are to use the specific language of the Founding Fathers when they wrote the Constitution and the Second Amendment especially, the Second Amendment basically stipulates that any able-bodied person able to keep and bear arms is potentially a member of the militia. So it's all of us.
Correct.
We're now all enemies of the state. How nice.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is what's coming. I mean, I've called this for months. This is what lays before us.
Yep. And then she identifies the biggest threat here. Are you ready for this?
Okay.
Are you ready for this? The biggest threat.
In foreign terrorist organizations, we certainly need to continue that fight. But the major threat is actually from domestic violent extremists. We are not the only country dealing with...
Now, in that point, she held herself back. Domestic violent extremists. But...
There we go.
You watched all these.
Yeah.
So you know exactly what's going on. When you skip to another video...
This is the last one.
This turbo douchebag directly identifies the biggest threat.
Here we go.
Among DVEs, racially and ethnically motivated violent extremists, specifically white supremacist extremists, will remain the most persistent and lethal threat in the United States.
Persistent and lethal threat.
The most. White supreme pizzas. Despite the fact that they account for less than 1% of terrorism deaths worldwide.
Correct.
Less than 1%.
Why don't we throw the stat?
I've got the stats.
Throw up the receipts.
I brought my receipts.
Bring the receipts, baby.
Now, I've got a few things here.
All right.
That we can show off. Specifically because there's too much information out there to even glean. All right, let me get all this ready here. Okay. As of 2017, actually it was published in 2016, Let's check it out here. Bloody Tide. Terror deaths increased 8-fold since 2010. And in this article, you're not going to see anything about white supreme pizzas because, as we all know, they're not even a blip on the radar in the world stage.
Correct.
Over 75, almost 80% of world terrorism deaths come from the stunning and brave religion of peace.
Correct. That has never known peace.
Never.
Never.
Now, if you actually go over here to Statista, you're going to find that the number of fatalities due to terrorist attacks worldwide between 2006 and 2019, just between 2010 and 2019, I actually did the math on this, there were 219,463 deaths from world terrorism. 75 to 80% of that, the stunning and brave religion of peace. Now, what is the deadliest year according to these same videos and another website? Here we go. Check it out. 2019 is the deadliest year for domestic terrorism, says FBI director. Ask me how many people were killed in 2019 from domestic terrorism.
Probably not that many.
39.
39!
Compare that to the world stage, 2019, 25,082. Now, I already gave you the number for 2010 through 2019. The far right-wing extremists allegedly only killed 330 people in the last decade in the United States.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't even believe a lot, because you and I both know how they repackage this stuff for the stats.
Oh, yeah, I was going to get to that, because we did a whole episode. It was called The Far Right Boogeyman, completely destroying this entire narrative that the far right extremists, because Mr. Donna Lamone over on CNN thinks, well, we need to stop demonizing people and realize that the biggest terror threat in this country is white man. Wait, what?
Yeah. Here we go.
It is beyond stupid. But just that by itself gives you a perspective. And then you go over here, and again, all of these sources are going to be available on Redonkulas.com after the stream. How the left creates fake studies to fabricate right-wing terrorism. We did a whole video on this. They use incidents as a key metric. Incidents can also include threats. So IAU cases are not the only thing being hyperinflated. They manipulate the definitions of words. Basically, they manipulate the definition so that they can reclassify far left crimes as far right. And that's probably one of the biggest things. So virtually any crime, if it is determined to be motivated by race, even if the person committing the crime is waving a Black Power fist sign and they've got, hashtag George Floyd on their chest.
And he's blacker than coal.
It'll be categorized as a far right crime because it was racially motivated.
Yes.
And it goes down the list here. Another thing that they do, lone wolves are not classified as terrorists.
Even when they say they're doing it in the name of Islam.
Yeah, even when they say it. For example, there are 2 or 3 specific studies referenced in this article. The Washington mall shooter, Arkan Seton, who killed 5 people in 2016, lone wolf. Esteban Santiago killed 5 people in Fort Lauderdale Airport and told FBI agents that he carried out the attack on behalf of ISIS, lone wolf. Beltway snipers, who killed 10 people in 2001, not terrorism. None of those crimes, despite being directly attributed to different ideologies, are listed as far left or far right. They just specifically took those out.
Yep.
They applied the definitions consistently.
Damning.
Yes. I could go on forever with this because this is beautifully researched. Everything is sourced, as you can see. There's hyperlinks galore. You will find it on Redonkulas.com after the stream. You guys are going to love it.
Links in the description.
And if you haven't seen the episode Far Right Boogeyman, I don't think YouTube has taken it down yet, so you can go check that one out.
Yeah, and the thing, and when I did this particular one, Far Right Boogeyman, right after that, I actually showed it to some individuals who I used to have on my Facebook that were, left-leaning liberals. They didn't believe any of it.
Of course not, even though the sources were right there in the description.
So I promptly unfriended them. I have nothing to do with them anymore. They're part of the problem. Fuck them.
If somebody is telling the truth and another person in the room gets their feelings hurt, what do they say?
They're living a lie.
Winning. When you can literally parade facts in front of somebody and they're just like, nah, yeah, it makes me want to puke.
Well,
God! Why didn't anybody tell me?
Well, it's cognitive dissonance.
Ugh.
Okay, I mean, it's too hard for them to change their rationale and everything that they've learned up until that point. I mean, some people can make that leap. Most people don't have the intellectual cojones to do that.
Ugh.
They don't.
What are some other examples here? I love this article because it has so many examples. They're all sourced. It's just fantastic. Here we go. Count violence unrelated to ideology. While the CSIS study does not list specific terrorist acts, it discloses some sources, one of which is the Antidefamation League.
Correct.
Now, anybody with a brain in their skull knows that the ADL cannot be trusted. And neither can the SPLC.
They've both been sued countless times for defamation.
Well, we're going to get to that, but what is this supposedly accredited psychiatrist, medical doctor, Module 2 on the Pathway to Extremism series?
So many extremists and hate groups out there. It's really unfortunate. And therefore, there are a ton of symbols, and we don't have time to cover them all today. But I encourage you all to check out the Hate on Display website at adl.org or Anti-Defamation League. It's a great database that does list many of the symbols used by various extremists and hate groups. Check it out.
I wonder if that's where Sarah Silverman thought that she saw a construction marker that was, or saw a swastika that was actually a construction marker.
Now, I do want to talk about physical indicators in general.
We're not going to talk about that because the ADL, and she goes on to mention the SPLC later on. Now, if you actually go, and you just literally look up ADL sued.
Yeah, here we go.
You're going to have enough reading material to keep you busy on the crapper for the next 20 years. Arab Americans sue Anti-Defamation League over alleged spying. Pro-Trump cartoonist sues ADL for $10 million. Court orders ADL to pay $12 million for defamation. Judge finds ADL $10.5 million in Colorado defamation suit. Anti-Defamation League suffers major legal defeat. And it goes on and on and on.
I'm going to be honest. I mean, if they were dealing fairly and objectively in putting people on that list with a proven track record of that type of behavior, they wouldn't get sued like this.
No, they really wouldn't. And I'm sorry, if you are the Anti-Defamation League, if you have ever been sued for defamation, you need to hang it up.
That's right.
You're done. There is nothing that you can say that will justify being found guilty of defamation as the Anti-Defamation League. There is no justifying that.
They put Paul Elam on there for standing up for fathers' rights and men's rights.
Of course, because you're not allowed to tell the truth about female nature and actually stand up for men in this country. We're the source of all evil. Didn't anybody tell you?
I do not know why he's not suing the living dog shit out of them for that.
I don't know. But if there's one thing that I have to say about this stupid woman putting all this crap out there, there's one thing that she needs and one thing only.
All right, well, I'm going to say this, though. They probably pointed a finger at her and said, hey, you're going to be doing this. And that's just the way it is. So,
But if flat out is, if it's wrong, you don't
right.
do it.
Yeah, you got a point. But
I don't care who's signing my checks. You put me in front of a camera and you say you have to tell your brethren a whole bunch of lies and get them to narc on each other.
That's a problem.
We have to go with the big fuck off.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Yeah.
Not in a million years.
I'm going to be honest. I've heard all kinds of horror stories about guys getting counseled for bumper stickers, stuff hanging up in their barracks.
Seriously, bumper stickers.
One guy, he sent me an email about him getting chastised for stationery. Fucking stationery.
So he's getting chastised for paper?
He writes letters home. He puts them in these custom envelopes that have pictures and stuff on them, mails them. The person at the mailroom looks at the envelope, calls his chain of command, who calls his chain of command, and next thing you know, he's in there getting read the riot act.
What is he doing? Is he like doing the wax seal on the back and he's using the tip of his cock to make the imprint? Like, all right, we're going to have a talk with you about this.
I'm just telling you, man.
We can't have the disregard the penis in the corner.
It is out of control, man. It's out of control. Like I said, if you're in the military now and you're in your first enlistment, get the fuck out, go to college, get on with your life. The military is no longer a place, to make a career out of. Just fuck it. Just walk off the lot.
And we can't forget about the SPLC.
Oh, here we go.
Southern Poverty Law Center settles lawsuit after falsely labeling extremist organization. And who did they label? One of their own. You know how we always talk about the left eating its own tail?
Yeah.
A joint winner of the Broadcaster of the Year award, Majid Nawaz, speaks during the Pink News Awards in London, October 2017. He was accused by the SPLC of extremism last year, but the SPLC agreed to a settlement and apologized Monday. Oh, be still my black dead heart.
See, that's the thing I hate is when they settle, you don't really find out, how much it was and what actually happened.
Yeah, but half of these settlement agreements all come with these bullshit NDAs that nobody in their right mind should be signing. It's ridiculous.
Take it to the wire and then get the big money, and then you don't have to shut your mouth.
Yeah, speaking of which, Project Veritas, your lawsuit against the New York Times is moving forward. Take it to the wire. Do not give an inch.
I saw that thing the other day on YouTube, and I was like, yeah,
yes,
crush them.
Oh, the New York slimes, as I call them, they have not dealt in journalism for
about a decade,
at least. At least. God, it's pathetic.
It's a bunch
still
of
dying
bullshit.
on me up there, bro.
I'm still coughing.
So, but bottom line, like we said, these videos, they're actually encouraging people within the military to narc on each other based on political disagreement. It is.
Well, I mean,
wow.
And let's go through some of the vague terminologies that.
Oh yeah, because what is this thing? Tell us about the trap, because this is what they
trap
reference
18
quite a bit. Yeah.
Okay, the trap 18 is like 10 warning signs and 8 behaviors that a lot of these individuals who partake in this crazy kind of violence.
Yeah, TRAP stands for Terrorist Radicalization Assessment Protocol.
Correct.
And if you take a look over here, the lone actor terrorist in Trap 18, these are the things that they're actually telling people in the military to look out for, because these are the prevalence of these indicators across 101 lone actor teriyakyists.
Yep.
Personal grievance and moral outrage, framed by an ideology, which is 100%. Just pointing that out. Failure to affiliate with an extremist group. Dependence on the virtual community, thwarting of occupational goals, changes in thinking and emotion. You'll notice that this language is extraordinarily vague. Failure of sexual intimate pair bonding. Now this is really funny because this one's 84%.
And that probably falls into the incels that wind up doing this.
Yeah. Mental disorder. 41%. I as far as that goes, only being 41%, I call weapons grade bullshit on that one. Creativity and innovation. That's actually an indicator.
Yeah.
You wrote a short story about robots that transform from trucks into ass kickers. I'm sorry, we got to take you before the tribunal.
That's right. How dare you show any of that?
Criminal violence by history, pathway warning behavior, whatever the mother fornicator that is, fixation. So if anybody just really likes something, they're fixated. That's a 77% chance that they're a lone actor teriyaki-ist threat. You gotta take them in. Novel aggression. Does that mean that they get really pissed off that Stephen King writes such really, really detailed paragraphs that go on for days and days?
No, that's basically somebody who isn't aggressive becoming aggressive. It's a new behavior.
Oh, it's a new type of aggression.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, because I've read some books where I'm just like, fuck this. And anybody who's ever read The Scarlet Letter has felt novel aggression because you want to rip that to shreds. You want to burn it. You want to go Office Space on it. That book sucks more schlong than Amy Horton at a sorority barbecue. It's bad. Energy burst. You drank a Red Bull, Pop.
Oh, no.
Oh, you got an 8% chance.
Well, all right. And what they're probably referring to here is like these people have like manic manic behavior.
I know, but just the vague language. See, that's the problem, was the vague language. That's where I take issue with this, because this right here, what you have here with all of this vague language that could apply to virtually anything, this is sowing the seeds of paranoia among your brethren, the people that you're supposed to depend on.
It's exactly what they're doing. Exactly.
I mean, you pair that together with the propaganda about the shootings and the extremism and, with white supreme pizza is the most dangerous thing that we got. Wah. You're going to have people narking on each other left and right over nothing. It's going to waste a ton of time, a ton of taxpayer money. People are going to have this. This shit is going to be filling up their plates. The bureaucracy is going to get worse, and nothing's going to get fucking done.
Well, we're already there.
I know.
Nothing's getting done as it is. Just saying.
And then what else we got here? Leakage. Well, I don't know about you, but when I have a little bit of leakage, I get pissed off.
That's where
I thought I was done wiping my ass. Damn it.
That's where they start bragging about shit they're planning on doing and stuff.
I know. I'm just cracking jokes, bro.
I hear you.
Last resort. And directly communicated the threat. Now, if you are doing
22%.
22%. And if you're doing this last one, you got problems.
I mean, like, it's almost a quarter of the people who are going to do this crazy wazoo shit come out and say that's what they're going to do. Okay. Now, listen.
Well, I didn't know he was going to do it. He was such a nice guy. Well, he literally said.
It's the same thing with bitches. If a bitch looks you in the face and says she's crazy, you might want to believe her.
You might want to believe her.
Okay. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
So literally everything that we are seeing now with big tech is finding its way not just into the upper stratas of our government, but now into the last line of defense.
Yep.
We are so
It's going to be bad, man. It's going to be bad.
I don't have enough penis straws to get us through for just how screwed we are.
Let's move on to some super chats before we
we got to talk about the whole narking thing, because this is not only is this happening in the military, it's happening in the government. We all know that it's happening online, but you probably didn't know about this, because I didn't know about this.
Okay. Now, let me give the intro to this.
Go for it.
All right. They are so proud of this, and it has worked so well, that they are now actively showing their hand on the internet and basically bragging about what they are doing.
Yep. And it's not going to go anywhere good. I mean, we've already seen the leaked videos from Google and Facebook proving that this kind of stuff is going on. But you can look this up for yourself.
Correct.
Go to jigsaw.google.com. This is what you are going to see. A safer internet means a safer world.
Mm-hmm.
And what is their approach here?
disinformation.
Yeah. As disinformation campaigns become more sophisticated, we're building new technology to strengthen our collective defenses, because you're not allowed to tell the truth. The truth is whatever we say it is.
Amen.
Censorship. Most of the world experiences some form of online censorship. We're building and scaling tools to enable people to participate in the open internet. And what is an open internet? Whatever we don't censor, because we disagree with it politically.
Correct.
Here's my personal favorite. Toxicity. Toxic language online silences important voices. We're exploring how machine learning can reduce toxicity online and create more space for a healthy conversation that only talks about the things that we agree with. Because we're a bunch of sissy, whiny, crybaby California stans. Violent extremism.
Here we go.
Which is whatever we say it is, right? We study how violent extremist groups use technology and how to thwart their online recruiting process. Otherwise known as censorship.
No. Okay, go back to the last one.
You got it.
Violent extremism. They cut their teeth looking for the Islamic extremists that were going over to the Middle East to fight for, was it ISIS?
Mm-hmm.
That's where they cut their teeth on this.
Yep.
And now that that's calmed down for the most part, they've turned the sights on the right, on everyone.
Yep.
If you're conservative, if you're right-leaning in your viewpoints and your politics, you now have a crosshair on your back.
They are directly bragging about the algorithmic manipulation that you and I experience every day on YouTube.
And I've been telling them for
channels are
years.
suffering. Redirect.
I started bitching about this like 3 or 4 years ago.
But it's not algorithmic manipulation. It's not demoting independent content that directly competes with the multinational billionaire corporations that they want to get in bed and suck their cocks. It's the redirect method.
Correct.
We're just redirecting. The redirect method is an open source program run by Google, Moonshot SVE, which is their European Union counterpart, and others, which uses targeted ads and curated YouTube videos uploaded by people all around the world to confront online radicalization. That's right, because the only type of online radicalization that is allowed is far left, BLM, Antifa, because they constantly post live streams of them starting riots and things like that on Facebook. Those never get taken down.
Nope.
Give me a break.
And the Moonshot MoonshotCVE.com.
It sounds like another EIU vaccine.
They literally track search terms, and they actually know your location, where you are in the United States.
Yep.
Okay. And I mean, you'd be surprised what they, if you do a search for, conspiracy theory, boom. You do a search for poor man's James Bond or anarchist cookbook, boom.
Boom.
I mean, this is some scary ass shit. Now, the only thing I can see that would nip this all in the bud is if everyone watching this show downloads the Tor browser, you disable Java, and you use that.
Yes. And if you have a smartphone.
And it doesn't cost you anything.
Yeah. De-Google it. Download the DuckDuckGo private browser. You can get that on Android or iPhone. It does not track you. And in fact, it warns you when sites like Facebook, Google, Microsoft, any of them try to track your information.
Correct. Because, listen, it's going to get to a point where, they're going to start swearing out warrants to search your house and kick your door down based on internet searches and projected so-called behaviors. It's going to be like the Minority Report.
Yeah. And look at the list of countries that they're working with here. Venezuela.
Oh, yeah. Because that they're totally above board.
Totally. Ukraine. Not like we know of a particular Parmesan cheese-smoking son of a duly elected former vice president who had dealings with them or anything. Iraq. France, because they're, what's his name? Macron is just, he's the most popular world leader ever. What did he have? An approval rating of like 12%, and everybody said that Trump was the laughingstock of the world. Kenya, home of our former Kenyan in chief.
The undercover...
and not a country, but still disgusting, the New York Times.
Yeah. the undercover, pole smoker.
Yeah, him and Big Mike get together on the weekend every once in a while. They decide to play hide the salami, and then they just, flip a coin, and whoever loses cries.
Yeah.
It's like Alien versus Predator. Whoever wins, we lose.
All right, now go to Moonshot at cve.com and show their shit.
Okay.
And now go to what is it?
Is it resources or the redirect method?
Go to resources.
Resources. We go to Moonshot.
And go down.
Oh, wealth of knowledge that we are censoring from a free and open internet,
all right,
and still calling it a free and open internet.
This is active projects that they are working on from England, and I'm pretty sure this touches all of the European Union and the United States.
Yep. White Supreme Pizza and far-right search traffic in Ireland. Canada redirect the final report. Domestic violent extremist mobilization in the United States. Mm-hmm. Moonshot has tracked searches for all of this stuff since 2015. And what constitutes all of these things? Whatever they decide.
Go to the next page. What's the other one?
There's actually a section for shit posting. I'm going to back that up there because that's funny. From shitposting to sedition, the 2020 U.S. elections report. It's not sedition to insist that an election might have been screwed with when there is tons of evidence to suggest that it was. And now you have dozens of lawsuits moving forward in a lot of states. I mean, better late than never, I guess. Still, fuck you guys, but still, better late than never.
No, I'm sorry. You know how my feelings are.
Oh, I know. It's at this point, it's nothing more than we didn't really mean it.
They're just doing that to try to we're gonna make it look legitimate again.
No, it's
bullshit.
It's like if Dad takes you out for ice cream after belting your mom across the face with a brick at the dinner table. Oh, it's okay. I still love you. It's all right. No, don't cry.
And down there, they got COVID-19 disinformation in Brazil.
Otherwise known as COVID-19 truth. What do you got here? Malign creativity. How gender, sex, and lies are weaponized against women online. Oh, we got to watch out for the fifis. Social grievances and violent extremism in Indonesia. I mean, they are tracking and invading the privacy of people all over the world.
Correct. They are. And you know what? You can't get this, you can't put this back in the cage. This is out now.
Yep.
The only way you could take away its teeth is to get the Tor browser. And I mean, listen, I use the Tor browser. I update it. I turn it on. It says whatever country I'm in. And it bounces you literally to 2 or 3 other countries. It's it's virtually impossible. I shouldn't say virtually impossible. It's very hard.
It's more difficult.
It's very difficult to track you.
Oh, man, they have a whole freaking section dedicated to incels. You cannot make this shit up. Incels, a guide to symbols and terminology. Oh, well, there goes your entire audience on Twitch.
Go to the one on extremists and click on that one and see where that takes us.
Which one?
Extremism. White Supreme Pizza extremism.
Where are you looking at?
Is there one about that in there?
No, not on this page.
All right. Go back.
Online misogyny in South Korea. Okay, COVID-19 searches for white supreme pizza content.
There you go. Click on that one.
Are increasing. Oh, no. Gee, could it be because you're constantly trying to blame something that's only responsible for less than 1% of world terror deaths?
Yep.
If you're constantly talking about it on the news, despite the fact that it's basically a nothing burger, aren't people going to start searching for it online?
I'm going to tell you this right now.
God.
If they start turning all the white people into the villain, and they start doing, discriminating and doing all kinds of crazy shit, they're going to actually have a self-fulfilling prophecy.
They are going to create a problem that they, at that point, won't be able to cover up on the media.
No, and you won't be able to turn it off.
Just like they haven't been able to cover up the very real problem of fiery but peaceful protests that have been ongoing since June.
Correct.
I mean, you might think to listen to these idiots on the coasts and in Washington talk, you would think that it's working. But it's
listen, the left and the Democrats are all about this shit right now.
Yep.
Okay. Now, I'm not going to say the GOP isn't involved in this.
Oh, they are.
As far as I'm concerned.
Follow the money.
They're traitors as well. This is what's happening. It's going to be nothing but a slew of witch hunts here in the next foreseeable future. It's going to kick off relatively soon.
Yep. And the more you digest mainstream media, the more you're likely to believe at least a little of it. And then the next thing you know, just like the military, they're going to have people narking on each other, just like they did with the social distancing crap. Oh, you have 11 people at your house for a gathering instead of 10? Oh, I got to call the cops on you.
But like one of the things that allowed communism to become as big and feared as it was in Russia and China is they actually tricked the youth to narc on their friends and family.
Yeah. Anybody see Jojo Rabbit? Damn, that movie. It's really funny.
Yeah.
For like the first 3 quarters. And then something happens and it just rips your guts right out. And you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it goes from being a pretty entertaining movie to being a pretty damn great one.
All right.
We have over 1,000 people watching.
Sweet.
Thank you all very much.
I am honored to have you all watching this craziness.
Oh, it is crazy. And yes, after the stream, go to redonkulas.com. There will be an entire blog post on the videos page with all of these sources. They will all be archived, so none of the mainstream media links will get a cent of your revenue.
All right. And please like and share this video. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, go there and subscribe.
Please do, because they are unsubscribing people at breakneck speed to make it look like this channel is stagnating.
Correct.
Because we still keep creeping up, even though our subscriber numbers are supposedly in the negative for the past 28 days.
Well, we are going to put together some like short comedy things.
Oh, yeah.
On the show.
I have now 5 editors who are going to start chopping up these streams so that we can put little 3 to 5 minute videos all over the place of like some of the best stuff, the funniest stuff, the stuff that really pisses you off. Like we could just post the whole stream from the other night because you were spun up.
My God.
That was glorious.
I get really upset over shit.
I wasn't even drinking, and I was getting a contact high over here, man.
Oh, my God. We still got to do the suck a dick song.
Yeah, see, that face that you just made, that was totally your ex-wife at the firefighter banquet when someone wrongholed it.
Allegedly.
Oh, God.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So we got to switch gears and start talking about funny stuff. Like, one of our favorite things. We could talk about AOC's tits. I like those. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have to do something because the insanity in the world, if you immerse yourself in it too much, you're going to go insane. And that's why we drink.
There we go.
You don't have a drinking. You do not have a drinking problem. You have problems, so you drink.
You know it.
Oh, you mother fornicator. This thing's stuck again.
It's stuck? What's stuck?
The frickin' the super chat window. I know there's a ton of them in there, but I can only see 3. So that's where we go over to Streamlabs and hope that this works. I activate the super chats, and boom. Here we go. We got it all. Take them back over here. We did have one super chat from 2 days ago that came in after everybody had tuned out. Any opinions on the DD Ghost Gunner? Thinking about getting one. That's from JL.
Okay. I really don't. I don't have any of those systems, though. I might try to acquire a few. I don't have nothing negative to say about it, other than the fact that you got to know how the hell to basically work the jig and create your own lowers for that shit. Okay, because I know there's like Smith & Wesson lowers, there's Glock lowers, which are 80%. They only require 20% more of the machining to get done.
Gotcha.
And and they don't have serial numbers. And technically, if you're building it for your own use and you don't intend to sell it, it's totally legal.
Good.
For now.
For now. That's the important distinction, right?
Correct. Now, ideally, I like to get a machine where I just put a block of aluminum, and it just makes the entire lower for me. There is no, buying 80% complete. You just put them and just do it all from scratch.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
I don't know why this is all
frozen.
I don't know why everything is all frozen on this freaking page and stuff. It's only showing me 3 things. Bastards. Whatever. What do we got here? We got the bacon. 223 from 37 minutes ago, so I think we are still missing some. I'm going to go back here and see how many I can find.
Okay.
223, just dropping by to drop the much-needed winning. No. Oh, yeah. Winning! There you go.
There we go.
Drinking Straw donated $5. Ball koozie. Place your nuts in a bowl of warm water. Then have a girl put a straw into the bowl and blow bubbles onto your balls. Rubber ducky is optional, of course.
That's bullshit. Right
Drinking straw.
Stop!
Hey!
Bastard!
Oh, and it's black.
I touched it.
DeWall got 3 donations in a row here. This is wonderful. This is the enemy weakening itself. As the saying goes, never interrupt your enemy when they are making a mistake. Popp needs more guys on his panel. Need to get guys from the other branches there. We have Army, we need Navy, Air Force, and Marines.
Okay.
Roundtable military forces drinking discussion of the topics. Ooh, that could be interesting.
Yeah, it could be good.
Do a little bit of that. Why not? Polska Bob donated his $25. It seems like his nightly donation. Here's some monies. Cheers, gentleman. I believe Popp is on the ADL list. Oh, seriously?
Am I?
Is he?
I don't know.
Somebody look that up. Is Popp on the list of the ADL? Whoa, dude, that's a badge of honor right there. You're getting defamed by the ADL.
Yeah, I'll have to sue him.
We're gonna have to sue him.
I have to sue him.
Too bad, you wouldn't want anybody to sue you again. Dumbass
bastards.
Arrow Shogun, the Anti-Defamation League. I like that. And the SPLC, or the Southern Poverty Lie Center, won't list BLM or Antifa on their list. What does that tell you? Everything you need to know.
That's absolutely correct. They've sold out. Whoever started that, whatever good intention that started those organizations has long since been rubbed out.
As soon as any of these organizations get just a little bit of clout, a little bit of money, done.
Because power corrupts, and absolute power corrupts absolutely.
Especially when there's money involved. Mitch Hoob got kicked off Twitter for asking why Mark Patak from SPLC keeps a list of the white population by decade on his wall. That doesn't sound like
weird.
That doesn't sound like somebody who's got a screw or two loose upstairs. Not at all.
Yeah, well, we've been going for an hour. You're gonna have to play up the burp thing. I gotta take a piss.
Oh no, Pop's gotta take a piss.
Here we go.
All right, Pop's gotta take a piss. We'll be back in just a moment.
And now, performing another classical work, the Great Wackarotti.
Oh God, this is making me burp like a motherfucker.
And then there's that empty bar. Oh, there he comes.
And then...
Are you 3 pounds lighter?
Pound and a half.
Everybody's talking about Fat Punisher again, man.
Oh, God.
Hey, what I gotta say, you did it to yourself.
Yeah, I did. I totally fucked myself.
You bought a shirt that was like 2 sizes too small.
And then I decided to wear it.
And then you decided to wear it.
And you warned me.
After, apparently, the mother of all Krispy Kreme runs.
Yeah, you warned me.
I did warn you.
You did. You're like, yeah, you sure you want to wear that? I'm like, oh, yeah, fine.
Oh, yeah,
and I looked
fine.
myself in the mirror. I'm like, I'm a fat pig.
Oh, because I'm different, and you love me.
Though I was down to 210 this morning, which is pretty good.
That's pretty good for you.
Yeah.
Notice I said for you.
Yeah, no. I'm trying to get to 195, man.
You are a fat ass.
I am a fatty.
You and the donuts apparently
I haven't eaten
have
a
a
donut
very
in
close relationship.
No. I have not eaten donuts in like a month and a half.
But you do still enjoy your Rice Krispie treats.
Yes, I do.
Yes, you do. What do we got here? Michael Pelletier with a $5 donation. I seriously think that we'll be seeing more than a touch of fight clubs ending at mainstream media headquarters. The real perpetrators here. Amen.
Let's hope so.
I'm just going to say, they keep doing this stuff. Sooner or later, this extremism that they're making up
is going to happen.
Is actually going to start to come around.
Especially when people can't feed themselves.
Yeah.
Can't drive their car or heat their home.
And then suddenly it's not going to be about ratings anymore. It's going to be about where are you going to go? Where are you going to run? Where are you going to hide?
Yeah, this isn't going to be Venezuela where everyone's unarmed and all I do is throw fireworks and breaks at the cops.
Yeah.
It's going to be a totally different picture.
And even still, Caracas is the murder capital of the world because even if you disarm a population, they can still make prison shivs.
Yeah. I mean, look, an evil genius like me can make weapons there forever.
There you go. Irish Lover 7745 donated $5. So when I enlisted, tattoos with gang or militant groups were a no-go, but my Celtic Harp and Celtic Cross were borderline IRA? Really?
Yeah, I've actually heard about that. And listen, when I worked a recruiting stint, there were some guys that had to get shit lasered off before they were allowed to come in.
Oh, yeah? Were any of them just like completely egregious, or was it just innocuous shit?
Most of them were middle of the road things.
Yeah.
You know.
Did you get one lasered off?
No.
Did you get one? Don't tell me.
No.
Mother.
No. I have no tattoos or distinguishing marks whatsoever. My job didn't allow it.
I know. I can
can
imagine you having like the mother tattoo that Bart Simpson gets in one episode. He had to get it taken off. Lisa keeps poking it.
Ow, quit it. Ow, quit it.
Yeah. Yeah, but get you one of those shirts and just roll up a pack of cigarettes in there that you never have to smoke. Get you a nice little temporary mother tattoo, and then we'll call Keith up here for another photo shoot. It'll be fantastic.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh my God. Damon Wolf Migtow with a $20 donation. Thank you very much. Only one thing I care about is the Latins quoted at best. Si vis pacem para bellum.
I have no idea what.
If you hope for peace, prepare for war.
Oh yeah.
I probably butchered that, but at least I said it better than Joe Biden.
That's what I do every day.
Si se puede.
What? Aren't you a doctor? Oh, Ninja, please. Irish Lover 7745 with a $5 donation. Dang, 1984 should have been named 2020. Just saying.
I would have to go with yeah.
Yeah. Alberta Freethinker with $5 Canadian. De-Googling phone. Look at Rob Braxman Tech. It's a YouTube channel.
I know.
Braxman.
I watch his shit all the time.
Dude knows his stuff.
Yep. I'm thinking of getting his VPN service.
Nice. Lord Devonshire donated $5. My employer came out with a list of prohibited words and phrases last year. Well, this ought to be good. Now I have to listen to I, D, and E sessions. I used to love my job. Wow. ID 10T, I think that might be what it is. I don't know. It sounds bad. It sounds terrible.
Unfortunately,
Is there anybody else out there who's having to deal with this politically correct nonsense when they're at work?
well,
Let us know in the comments.
most of the people who have anything to do with the government or contract with the government are inundated with this bullshit right now.
Ugh. Irish Lover 7745 again with a $5 donation. Jojo Rabbit is an adaptation of the novel by the same name, and yes, it's a bad time to be a Nazi.
Yep.
Your story. Call your eye doctor. Dynaside 13, can you make a prepper vid about prepping your vehicle? Oh, we're going to go Mad Max.
Ooh.
We go totally Mad Max. Oh, we should get Thumper back on for that, because Thumper's totally Mad Maxing a car.
Oh, speaking of which, tomorrow you have to drive me to get my juke. It's done. I got to pick it up.
Oh, am I getting voluntold over here?
Yes.
What are you, my wife?
No, man. I need a ride, man. Come on. Don't be like that.
Oh, by the way, you're going to give me a ride tomorrow. Otherwise, no nookie for you. I don't want it anyway, you fat Punisher bastard.
Quality burn.
I actually reframed the shot so you can see Pop's girlfriend that's shaped like a dick over there on the left side of the frame. There it is. Girlfriend shaped like a dick, bro.
That shit's so good.
Patriotic Southerner, he's back in here. Oh, wait, I forgot to read the list of Dynaside 13s here. From my CDL experience, always have a 4x4 to bug out. No one will clear bad roads if the shit hits the fan.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, that's one thing that they even got right in Avengers Endgame. You notice, like, Ant-Man comes out and he's, like, pulling a wagon behind him and, like, no one's picking up trash. Like, there's branches in the middle of the road and stuff.
It's all over.
That's just a taste. It'll be far more Mad Max than that.
Yes, it will.
Patriotic Southerner, per the NDAA, when they deem you a domestic terrorist, the government can treat you as an enemy combatant.
Yep. And they're doing that to people who were involved in the February 6th shit.
Yep. And if you think that taking an oath to protect this country means that they're going to treat you better just because you took that oath, if one of your buddies narcs on you and you got the wrong bumper sticker on your car,
you're fucked.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
You are there to defend democracy, not practice it. Stephen Kent donated $10. What do a wife and a grenade have in common? If you remove the ring, your house disappears. True story. 9x23 says, I don't know what's funnier, the burping montage or the Prego Punisher.
You bastard.
I'm pregnant with the baby of justice.
It's a baby, fat baby belly.
You know what the difference is between justice and punishment?
Me neither. Excuse me. Kiro Ninja donated $10 via Streamlabs. Hey, Pop, since everyone asks your opinion about guns, I'm asking your opinion about ammo brands. What is the best brand of ammo for a 9mm? He listed 4 here, so I'll list them one at a time. 9mm.
Okay. Federal's pretty good.
Federal.
For the 9mm.
45 is the next one he's got there.
45, yeah. It all depends. Do you want like the super heavy rounds or Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
You want subsonic?
Just throw a few out there.
I don't know. Remington makes a pretty good all around 45 defensive ammo.
Okay. Yeah, Remington's been around a long time.
Yeah, their ammo's pretty solid.
556.
556. Well, I'm going to be honest. There's a company in Israel that makes a really good 55 grain and 62 grain, bullet for the 5.56.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what the company's name is, but back in the day, I used to get those, and I could reload the casings, about a dozen times without having problems.
Okay.
So the casings were thick. I mean, it was all around good ammo.
Sweet.
Dude law.
And 762.
Well, you have the 762 by 39, and you're better off just doing the Wolf or the Red Army stuff for that. And then 762 by 51, I would have to go with a good Federal ammunition for that. I mean,
right.
they make everything.
Moving on to Dynaside 13 again with a $10 donation. I was going to work out, but after today's black pills and Newsweek saying billions of money is in using young folks' blood to de-age people. Fascinating. I chose to go with 100 proof rye instead so that they can't steal that like my future.
Yeah, that young person blood thing they've been doing that for decades. So.
Hashtag Pizzagate. Oh, but that's totally a conspiracy theory. Nobody's ever done any devil worship up here around these parts. Fast forward a few years later, you got Satan's shoes with human blood in them and shit.
Yep.
So Popp is really is really spun up because he's draining the whole glass. Wake.
Yeah, I'm at maximum potential right now.
Jimmy Bones says that the Punisher Popp looks more like the Hog Slayer becoming the Hog.
Oh, yeah!
Now you can see why we invited him on, because he's a funny fornicator. He just likes his whiskey too much.
Wow, that's right on the money, man.
Filling up more cold brew.
I'm almost out.
Girlfriend shaped like a dick, bro.
Yeah, I know.
Rain D17 donated $1. Thank you very much. Michael Halub with a $15 donation. Thank you so much. There should be an effort to set up ghost comms as fast as www. Any ideas where to start?
Well, I'm putting together Pops Preppers. I'm trying to get a list of everyone that has a ham radio license. And then, we could pick a frequency and we can all communicate on there, like, I don't know, once or twice a month. Hell, I might even do a radio show.
Maybe.
That would be hilarious.
Well, you got a face for radio. So do I.
Yeah.
What does Joker say? A face for radio and a voice for print? Yeah. There you go.
That dude's hilarious.
He is funny. We're trying to get him on the show. I reached out to him, sent him an email. I haven't heard back from him yet, which means I'm probably just going to email him again.
Well, he's got a lot of shit going on, man.
Oh, yeah. And I believe that we're going to be seeing him in June at the CME.
No, I believe he's taking care of a sick relative right now.
Oh, okay. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, so
that's unfortunate. I hope they're okay.
Well, that if you live long enough, these things happen.
Yes.
My mother is 75, and
inevitability right there.
Yeah, she smoked for years, so I'm not expecting the next couple of years to be very easy with her.
Amen to that. And women. Evil Zombie Toe, $14.99. Army is forcing us to wear a cloth mask to protect us from the deadliest virus in history. It doesn't require a facial seal. Surely there's an argument to be made in favor of beards for males.
Yeah. I mean, first of all, the mask thing is bullshit.
They already discovered, numerous studies. CDC last July, 80% of the people getting the coof wear masks all the time or most of the time. And then recently it was that the virus itself can survive on cloth masks for up to 3 days. Sunlight kills it in less than a half an hour.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's just stupid.
And if it is what I've had worse. I lived through pneumonia. I was sick with that shit for 2 weeks. It sucked.
Yeah, I think we might have actually got a touch of the coof.
If we did, we did. We were on that Southwest Airlines sardine can. 4 of them. Because we had a layover each way, both trips there and back.
I'm going to be honest. Other than some coughing and a little bit of congestion, I've had no body aches, no fatigue, no vomiting, no fever, nothing.
I had the fever and the body aches first, and then the coughing and the congestion showed up. It's like I'm going through this in reverse.
No.
Because my fever's gone. It's been gone for 3 days.
Yeah, I never.
And then as soon as all that went away and I started to feel better, then the coughing and the congestion came up. I'm like, okay, all right. Can somebody give this virus a handbook? Because I think we're going through this little backwards. I don't like it. Suck a dick.
Yeah. Suck a dick.
Suck a dick. We're totally going to make that song, dude.
That's going to be hilarious.
Downside 13 with a $5 donation. When I worked with the Teamsters, my union rep called everyone who was a Pro 2A a knob slobber. And every name in the book, I quit a month later. Yeah, well, the union people are not too happy with being forced to vote Biden right now. So,
I'm going to be honest. if I was in the union and I had people above me that were doing stupid shit like that, I would do administrative violence on their ass.
Unions,
which, by the way,
their day, but
we're going to be putting out administrative violence divorce version, administrative violence for work, and administrative violence for the Army or the military.
Oh, it's going to be glorious.
Yeah.
I can't wait to make those.
Yep.
What do we got here? Cliff Watson. There's a new name here. $5. If you use the word propaganda, say it in an Eastern European, German, or Russian accent. Propaganda. I use propaganda. Okay.
Russia.
Give me a little vodka with my propaganda. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Terrence. You're going to die.
You're going to die. True Blue the Cat. A frozen yogurt cup full of olive oil, mayo, and a Slurpee straw.
No, thank you. That just sounds nasty.
It does sound pretty nasty.
No.
Oh, here we go. Hang on.
No, come on. No.
Yep.
No.
Yes.
No.
Urban Dictionary. It's a request.
No, come on, man. No.
It's happening.
Stop.
It's happening. We are looking up the Vermont lasagna.
Oh, come on.
I love how uppity you're getting over this.
It's so disgusting.
I'll read it in Stewie's voice. Vermont lasagna, a strange sexual position first discovered by someone from the subspecies country of Åland, Norwegia. Number 1, punch a guy in the face so he has a nosebleed. Number 2, make sure that the woman is on that time of the month. Number 3, lay the guy down so that he's facing upwards. Number 4, the woman then sits down on his face and gyrates her pelvic region in a circular fashion. Doing the sumo tap on the inside part of the legs before commencing is optional.
That just sounds like complicated blood wings.
It's very complicated blood wings, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the Stanley Cup of Red Wings right there.
That's terrible.
Oh! I love how dudes are just now sending in Urban Dictionary stuff just to mess with you. I can't be the one having all the fun.
You fucking assholes, man.
Corey Hunt donated $5. I took a janitorial job after the Army so that I don't have to deal with people and political BS.
You know what? I know lots of guys that have done that. Like, I know
Just want
probably
to be left alone.
They just want to, like, a lot of them just drive trucks. I show up at 5 a.m. They hook up my haul. I have to drive it somewhere. I pull in the lot. They come get it. I drive home.
Sounds like peace and quiet to me.
Yeah, I myself can't. I have a hard time in traffic. So.
Ascension! Welcome to the club, good sir. $5. Jimmy Bones, you know what they say. You are what you eat. Sorry, Pop. I had to. You're a hog.
It's all right, man. It's all right.
Would that also make you a pussy?
I don't think so.
You never ate pussy?
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dick.
What's the next one?
David McFarland with a $10 donation. Joker is great. Take my money.
Take my money.
Thank you. Alberta Freethinker again with $20 Canadian. So it's like 18 cents. Boosting Dr. Demers. Not allowed to own guns because a satanic neurologist treated my CPTSD as my fault and ended up homeless and suicidal. Way over that from 15 years ago. How do I fix the stigmatic fear now to buy?
Oh, wow.
Interesting.
Well, I'm going to be honest. The best way to get over a fear is just to attack it head on, man.
Just do it.
I mean, I have some problems with some shit still, but I try not to let it, dominate my life.
Yeah, to my knowledge, you still can't be in a room when bacon is cooking. Is that correct?
I have a hard time with that.
Yeah.
And I can't have a hard time going to any place that has an open air meat market. And that bothers me. And I have a hard time with traffic circles.
Oh, I don't blame you on that one.
I have a hard time with traffic.
I didn't see any of the shit that you saw over there, but I don't like traffic circles here just because people are freaking insane. And when you put them behind the wheel, they become insane assholes, and that's two things that shouldn't go together.
We used to jump through hoops to have to not go through traffic circles.
Like, I don't want to.
They'd be like, fuck that! What's the alternate route? No, we're not going through there. Because, I mean, it's literally you enter into the barrel, you're the fish waiting to be shot.
Oh, yeah.
It was pretty intense.
Yeah. It's kind of like, did you ever see the movie Sicario?
Yes.
Where they're trying to come back into the U.S. and they get stuck in the line at the border.
Yes.
And did that bring back some shit for you? Because that was some intense shit right there.
No, there was a couple times we just literally like pushed vehicles out of the way and just said, fuck you.
Like, no, we're done.
We're not waiting around. Sorry.
I'm not waiting in line for this rodeo.
Nope.
No. 9x23 again. I'm wondering when the government will try to ban high magnification scopes with ranging reticles and laser rangefinders.
Well, that's going to be kind of difficult. If you have yourself a good mil-dot reticle 10 power, you can literally do any range you want. You just have to know the size of your target in meters.
Yeah.
And then you measure it in mil dots. You basically take the size that it is, multiply by 1,000, and divide by the mil dots. You usually get your range.
All right.
Yeah, and you could do MRAD is by inches. So, yeah.
Yeah, they're going to try to figure out ways to confiscate everything. Unfortunately, that's what it's looking like. But thankfully, we are seeing some pushback on the state level, which is exactly where you want to see it.
There's going to be a lot of pushback. Actually, it's just starting.
Should we talk about these executive orders that literally have?
Why don't we
no power behind them?
Let's touch on that next time.
Okay.
Because I'm not prepared.
All right, you got it. So, yeah, Biden is pushing through some executive orders that are totally not going to get destroyed, because that is one instance where I think there's enough states already preemptively passing legislation banning federal enforcement of new gun control in their states. SCOTUS, if they try to kick this can down the road,
it's going to be a problem.
It's going to be a huge problem.
Yep. It's going to be a problem.
I mean, they already show just exactly how weak, impotent, and pathetic they were over the election.
Well, I'm going to be honest. The office of the president doesn't have that kind of power.
No.
I mean, that power has been divvied up between the three branches, and it's checked by the fourth branch.
Yep.
I mean, ideally, everyone's sold out now, but that's how it's supposed to work.
Exactly.
Hopefully one day, God forbid, we'll be able to bring it back and then make sure everyone responsible for allowing it to go into the toilet.
Yeah. If you live in a red state, write to your state senate's legislation, tell them to push for constitutional carry.
Here's another thing.
And do it in a hurry.
Like the county sheriffs have the power to tell the federal government to fuck off.
Yeah.
Like literally.
You're seeing county sheriffs telling their own state governors to fuck off.
Well, I'm just saying that, because a county sheriff is an elected position that has a lot of power. And technically, if any other law enforcement organization in that county wants to do anything, they have to get the blessing from the sheriff. Even the cities in that county, the city police derive their power to police from the county sheriff.
Yep.
So, I mean, that county sheriff could be like, you know what, FBI, you're not coming into my county. You come to my county, you're going to get arrested, and you're going to, it's going to be ugly.
Hear that, sheriffs? Do it.
They could easily do that.
Do it. Fourth Dimension donated a while ago here. Looks like a $5 donation. Stop the BS jokes. The military is not on your side. Plan accordingly.
It is not. In fact, in my last lair video that I did, I talk about military and when shit hits the fan.
Yep. That's going to be coming up on Sunday. If you're on Alt Tech, if you're on YouTube, you're going to have to wait a week. But if you go to Redonkulas.com and sign up for a quick free account on there, you will get notifications every time a video goes live.
Now, I believe I sent out the Popp Prepper mission statement. I believe I got a bunch of other people who wanted to on the email, so I have to send that out again.
Of course. The demand for that kind of a thing is going to keep going up and up and
Correct. And, and I'm going to keep doing the videos in 20-minute increments to 30-minute increments, trying to teach people just the basics of how to get the hell out of the way and not get involved in the craziness and stay away from the zombies.
Get the hell out of Dodge. Yummy Pancake 762. If someone doesn't think this is a joke and or laughing at these articles and videos, they're beyond lost. Glad my friends don't buy into it. Also, info on the prepper group. We were just talking about that.
Yep.
So,
send me an email.
Redonkulas12, gmail.com. Wrenches, do your thing.
Amen.
Gundanium Dova, $20 donation. Thank you very much. Driving truck just means undisturbed time to listen to Grunt Speak.
Sweet nectar.
Winning.
Make sure you share it with your buddies, man.
Yeah. Give them a little case of
gonorrhea. And you know what? Just wait until you start reading the chapters of the 2 books I have, because that is total gore porn right there.
Gore Orn pay.
It is.
Uh-oh. DeWall, $20 donation. I'm not talking about his. I'm talking about the next one. Army must have beer bottle with do an Armed Forces roundtable. Says Army must have beer bottle with label that says better than wife. Navy Aunt Jemima bottle that says not whiskey. Air Force wine flute. Marine gets a sippy cup and it says crayon juice.
Damn. Damn.
Now that's funny. Oh, here we go. I got to do another one.
All right. Oh, come on.
Come on. Oh, come on. Just look how just ingratiated. Like, come on, I can't do it, man.
God, these are painful for me, man.
Why?
Because I hate them. I have no filter. I see these images.
The Peruvian forest fire. Act of banging a girl with a big bush, and right before you squirt, you light her pubes on fire and put it out with your bazooka juice.
Yeah, something tells me you're going to get a baseball bat full of gutter nails. You said a chick's bush on fire.
It does kind of remind me of my first chick. I was telling you about her, the one they used to call Jungle Woman in college, because it was
it was forthcoming with fur.
You expected the Predator to be hiding in there with his frickin' self-destruct unit activated. It was just that grotesque.
Yeah.
I can smell myself in the shower. Is that bad?
Yeah?
Yes. The answer to the question that you are asking me right now
it's always yes.
Is yes.
It's always yes.
Why don't you ever go down on me?
Well, let's have a talk about that during a time when you don't have a nail file that can puncture my skin. Just saying. Alberta Freethinker was boosting that guy from normal chat. He sounded like he could use your input. It was a cut and paste. Oh, thank you very much.
All right, cool.
Damasta 12 with the $2 donation. Not gross, but funny. Look up slippery gecko. Okay, so we have his word that this is not gross.
I don't believe him. I don't believe him at all.
While having schmexy time in the shower, push your partner up against the wall, kissing her, and then quickly try to insert into her fourth point of contact, and then watch her try to climb the wall. That is pretty funny, you got to admit.
Yeah, I guess.
Been there, done that. Gave one chick a mushroom tattoo in the shower once. It was good times. Irish Lover with a 99-cent donation. Thank you very much. Joe Marissaw with a $5 donation. Went from Army to working at McDonald's all because of my ex. But now I am maintenance and I answer to the GM and set my own schedule.
All right.
Winning.
Listen, I know lots of guys who got out of the service because of an ex-wife and had chased their kids. That's very, very common.
Yeah. Yeah, it is. Michael Pelletier. Awkward moment when I'm explaining their new water treatment system to a homeowner and then my phone screams, gonorrhea!
Nice.
Michael Pelletier got his gonorrhea ringtone. If you don't have yours, Redonkulas.com. Go to the downloads page. Tracy Wilborn, 762. Bullet bourbon here. What's the foo-foo drink there tonight? I guess my coffee would count. Apply this to your alcohol of choice.
All right. I was
Bullet bourbon, huh?
I was drinking Jack Daniels, Winter Jack, and Jameson.
We are currently in the process of negotiating with a liquor company called Three Rangers.
Yeah.
So retired airborne Rangers making liquor. It is a match made in sponsorship heaven.
Correct.
Cannot wait to try that stuff.
Neither can I.
Urban Dictionary, the Peruvian pan flute.
Oh, come on, man.
What? You're such a little whiny butt ass about this stuff. Butt ass, yeah. You can tell that I'm tired.
Peruvian pan flute. This is a fine sexual act where you fart inside of your partner's anus, and then your partner positions their anus over your mouth and unloads your special surprise directly in your mouth.
God damn, that's terrible.
It's terrible. And Budo, thank you for that and the donation. Patriotic Southern donated $9.99 again. Hey, Blake, have you had an opportunity to chat with Fourth Dimension? I have not. He'd be a fantastic guest regarding all that's going on, prepping, etc. Tag Pop with a straw. All right, hang on.
Come on, man.
What color do you want? You want purple? You want pink?
Let's go with the purple one.
Woo!
I can't believe chicks actually drink out of these things, man.
Yeah. Then they wear like crowns made of these things at their parties,
shit.
and then they wonder why dudes come up to them.
Yeah, I've seen crazy shit.
Yes. Cliff Watson with a $20 donation. Thank you so much. Wild turkey. It does a body good. It'll kick that cough right out.
Yes, it will. I love me some wild turkey.
I'm making me some hot toddies tonight, probably with some of this there Black Barrel, because this stuff is delicious.
I'm almost done with this tiny bottle, but I got the big one over in the.
You got the bigger
back.
brother in the back?
I do.
All right.
Girlfriend shaped like a dick, bro.
Irish Lover 7745. Blake and Chewbacca sipping a little tea. What? Oh, he must have been talking about my ex.
Oh, yeah.
With the woolly mammoth bush.
Ugh.
It really was quite a sight.
Shave
I remember the
that
first
shit.
time I saw it, I was like, whoo.
You need to shave that shit.
Yeah, she did one time. And she's like, how do you like it? I'm like, it's pretty good. And then as soon as it started to grow back and she got the itchy feeling, I don't like shaving. It means I have to keep up on it. I was like, well, I enjoyed it while it lasted.
What are you going to do, man?
What are you going to do? I wasn't even 22 yet. Channel 1-800-DUMB. Welcome to the party, pal. $5 New Zealand. Speaking of New Zealand, did you hear about their new $20 minimum wage hike that their stunning and brave Slot C decided to sign into law?
Okay. We have to just talk about this here.
It's not like you guys are going to go broke or anything.
The government should not be dictating supply and demand in a capitalistic society. It brings nothing but ruin.
No. And when you set a minimum wage that damn high, you know what happens? Cost of everything goes up, and then the productivity and the employment goes way the hell down.
Correct.
Seattle's already proved this when they passed their stupid $15 minimum wage law. They're firing people there left and right.
And New York City did the same thing. They're fucked.
Yeah, and now Cuomo is actually allocating millions of dollars in taxpayer money. It's like $15,000 apiece to illegal immigrants.
Yep. There you go.
Shouldn't that be a dereliction of duty, like a violation of your oath of office, to literally allocate taxpayer funds to people who are criminals?
Yeah.
I'm just asking for a friend. I mean, I know we pay for prisons or whatever, but those were citizens who broke the law?
And you know what? A lot of the people in prisons are victimless crimes. They shouldn't be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's that war on drugs bullshit. It's
Redonkulas.
Completely unfair.
Ugh. Pop and Blakey, have you ever gone up the back porch, released, and yet it is not smelly, and it looks like a brown piece of clay?
No. No, I have not.
You know what I have done, though? And this was, just I must have just been not thinking that day. Or maybe I was thinking, well, I'm outside. It's not that big of a deal. I've been, like talking to my mom or something, because your relatives always want to talk to you on their front porch as you're leaving, and keep a conversation going as you're trying to get down the driveway. Sitting there talking to her over my car door. Oh yeah, it's totally cool. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, something's percolating. Okay, all right, hang on 1 second. All right, and then all right, I gotta go, Mom. And then I sit down in it and shut the door, and I'm like, oh. Trap myself in there with it.
Nice.
I'm like smoking myself out. I was like, oh, damn. It's a good thing I wasn't in bed. I'd have to go sleep on the couch. I remember when my buddy and I ate pepperoni pizza and drank sour beers one night. And then it was so bad, I actually messaged him, and I'm like, dude, is this happening to you? He's like, I sleep alone. And I still got up and slept on the couch. Wait,
that's
what?
Funny. That's funny.
YouTube is literally scrubbing our likes, according to the chat.
Oh, they are?
They just scrubbed over 100 likes.
All right, gentlemen.
From the stream.
Relike it. Relike it.
We just went from over 620 likes down to 521.
Keep re-scrub it. Keep hitting the likes, gentlemen.
Hit those likes. We got 1,024 people watching. We should have 1,024 likes.
Amen.
Wow. Algorithmic manipulation of the stream in action caught by the fans. Suck it and sit on it and spin, Susan. You suck.
This is so ridiculous.
God.
It's so ridiculous. Hey, just keep going along. That's all we could do. We're at their mercy.
It's jumping way up there now. All right, dudes, keep it going.
Yeah.
Wow. Algorithmic manipulation. I actually saw it. As soon as they said it, I looked up and I'm like, oh, I don't see it dropping down. Boom. Right in front of my eyes. Susan, you sly minx. You thought you could get away with that shit?
How many downvotes?
Every dude in this chat is smarter than you.
How many downvotes do we have?
I have no idea. How many thumbs down we got, guys? Is Amy Horton watching? Does she have like all 3 of her friends and 5 of her cats?
We have the usual 15.
Downvoting. We're up to 687 likes now. Keep it going, guys. Wow. I never thought I would actually see that in action before my eyes.
Hey, well, there you go.
But then again, I don't typically watch White House.
Wow, you see the streams going crazy.
I don't typically watch White House videos, though. Otherwise, I wouldn't see, dislikes disappearing and things like that.
Yeah.
Wambulance. Wow. That is crazy. Yep. What do we got here? 9x23 with a $5 donation. Do you have any recommendations for basic video editing software? I'm trying to edit videos of motorcycle trips and shooting matches. Well, if you just want a one and done, do Sony Vegas. Adobe is all subscription now, so you'll be paying a monthly thing. So go with that. I think Pinnacle still exists, so you could do that.
Or you can get your hands on one of the older ones.
Yeah, or you can go for an older one, yeah. Just go onto Pirate Bay or one of those sites, torrent an old version of Adobe Premiere 6. It has most of the stuff.
Dude, I should do that.
You should.
God damn it. Why have I not done that?
Because you're lazy.
I've been trying to tell you to learn how to edit for 8 years. What has it gotten me?
I took the class, man.
I took the class and then I did nothing with it. I really am a college student.
They were teaching the old stuff at the school, and then they have to use Adobe Pro.
Yeah, I know. They taught you like Final Cut X.
Yeah,
and that guy. Oh man, I don't know what they were thinking when they updated to Final Cut X.
Yeah,
Jail.
Well, they want to steal money away from themselves. What are they do?
Nitro Express with a $50 donation.
Sweet.
Hallelujah and amen. Thank you so much. Pop, your take on 308 versus 270.
Okay. 270 is a great round, and I'm probably going to pick up a platform that fires that. It's very flat shooting. Most of the 270s are neck down 30-odd 6 cases. So you got plenty of powder. You got a great ballistic coefficient, and it outperforms the 308 and the 30-odd 6 because that bullet doesn't have quite as good numbers for a ballistic coefficient. So 270, damn good round. In fact, I think I have 500 pieces of brass I purchased.
Nice.
That I don't even have the weapon system. I was literally at the
Just
gun
buying
range
it to buy it.
And I walk by and I see like 2 bags of this. And I'm like, well, how much is that? Oh, $20 a bag?
Outstanding.
I gotta get them.
I can't fire them, but they're just so
I don't have
pretty.
a system that fires these, but I'm buying them anyway because I'm an idiot.
They're just so pretty and shiny.
Nah, if I don't buy a platform, I'll sell them on a gun broker.
You know, bullets are kind of shaped like your girlfriend up there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Just saying.
Island Hermit Red Pill donated $2. You guys should do a 24-hour show with a guest. I don't know. I
24 hours, man.
I can't talk for that long.
That's a long time, bro.
It is a very long time.
Like we do 4 hours, a couple shows. That's long.
Yeah, we did 4 hours with Sandman because he is a funny mother fornicator.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Outstanding. What do we got here? Alberta Freethinker. I was like 606, and now it's thumbs up 564. WTF? Yeah, I know, right? It's insane. Now we're up to 735. We still got almost 1,100 people watching.
Damn!
Thank you so much. Smash that like button. Show them what's what.
Crush it.
Michael Davis, $4.99. Hey Blake, take a shot of whiskey. I'll take a little bit. Only a little bit. I haven't had alcohol in days because I'm trying not to compound the damage to my liver with medication, all that shit.
Oh, come on. Your liver's fine.
Your liver's fine.
Yep. My father drank almost a gallon of vodka a day from the age of 30 to the day he dropped dead at 78. And he died of a blood clot because he broke his hip.
Oh. Well, I think we would call that the exception, not the rule.
If my liver is half as strong as his, I'm fine.
Well, I wish you all the luck in the world with that.
I'm on the 65 and out plan, so, you know, what are you going to do?
You do what you do. All right, Rain D17 with a $2 donation. Height and weight of you two. I'm 6'3", 225. I'm 5'11", 185.
If you measure me before 1 p.m., I'm 5'11 and a half.
He's like Ron
After
White.
that, I'm 5'10 and a half.
You're like Ron White.
I'm between 6'1" and 6'6", depending on which convenience store I'm leaving.
Well, you know, I had too many airborne drops, so I lose height as the day goes on. And right now, I'm sitting at like 210. My best weight is roughly between 180 and 190, but I'll never see that again. I'll be lucky to get to 195.
Yeah, you'd have to go on like a long-term starvation diet, like Bill Shatner, Star Trek motion picture style to get to that.
Yeah.
And obviously he wasn't able to keep that up forever.
And the bad thing about that is, like, I did a lot of powerlifting. And
I powerlift. Yeah, that was what you told your Spetsnaz doctor, I remember.
I put on a lot of weight doing that, and that weight doesn't go away because most of it's like muscle.
Yeah.
So.
Terrence, you weigh 225?
No.
Yes, but I powerlift. Terrence, your powerlifting days are over.
That's exactly what he said.
You're going to die.
Terrence.
You are morbidly obese.
You're morbidly obese. Your powerlifting days are done. You're going to die.
You are going to die.
And I'm like, I like to look good for the chicks, man. Terrence,
just don't wear that fat Punisher shirt if you want to look good for the chicks.
Yeah. It's like, Terrence, your chick days are done. I'm like, God damn. Such a killjoy.
Damn it.
You can't argue with him because he's right.
Oh, shit. Ascension with a joke. Whenever Ascension comments, I'm like, oh,
Here
man.
we go.
Here we go. Everybody pick up your shot glass. This one is dark.
Oh, no.
A depressed kid tried to high-five a tree, but it left him hanging. Irish Lover 7745. Popper Blake, what's worse than having to shit while in traffic or shave with a rusty blade?
Ooh. Well, first of all, I'm not shaving with a rusty blade. And I've actually had to take some dumps in traffic. It wasn't pretty.
In your car, or did you get out?
No, I was in a military vehicle. I hugged my ass over the side, took a shit.
You know, desperate times.
I remember I'm like, hey, I got a shit, man. I got a shit. And we're like in the middle of this convoy. Fucking hang over the side, dumbass. Like, oh. No. Everyone laughed.
I would have laughed.
That's some nasty-ass monkey butt. Terrible. Terrible. That's a bad memory. Man.
Wow.
Bad memory.
Yeah, that really does suck, man. Having to crap in traffic.
Hang your ass over the side.
I mean, you know, it's always when you're like you have a good stretch of traffic. You know, you're on the expressway or something. You've already been driving for like an hour, and then you get to what's normally the last 10 minutes of your drive, and you're like, I can make it. And then all of a sudden, construction traffic, or there's an accident, and then you're stuck about 3/4 of a mile from the nearest exit. You're like, I'm not going to make it.
I know.
You start to sweat. I'm not going to make it. Or can I at least get to the exit?
Or you don't realize how much influence your subconscious mind has over your body.
Oh, yeah.
Until you're like, I feel fine. I don't have to do nothing.
Well, at least I don't have
to
shit.
You're a half hour out. You're like, oh, God. Oh, here we go. You know, you're like doing the poo-poo dance in your seat, you know, rocking back and forth. Just waiting to get there. And you run in the house. Everyone laughs at you.
Everybody should keep a Pringles can in their car, was the moral of the story.
No.
What do you mean, no?
You're shitting one Pringles can, and everybody and their mother never lets you forget it.
Well, you didn't have to tell the story.
I had to say it. I mean,
it's funny as hell.
Listen, you know.
Hey, mommy. J.H. Choi with this joke here. Mommy, I see a cheeky guy with a cigar.
Oh, my
His ass
Lord.
hanging out the window. Oh, terrible. Terrible. Oh, holy moly. Cal Not Superman donated $100.
Thank you so much, man.
That is outstanding. Let me do it here. There you go. The big generous donations make me a happy bazooka juice slinger. Jake Duke with a $20 donation. What do you think of a military Humvee as a bug-out vehicle? Assuming that I get one that's not trashed, is it better than a civilian vehicle under $15K?
Well, you can get some decent Humvees that you can drive and are pretty suitable for way less than $15K. I've seen them for like $4,800 to $6,500. They don't have a lot of miles on them, and usually they're taken care of, so you can't really go wrong with a military vehicle.
Sweet nectar. Yeah, my brother-in-law's got one. He loves the thing. Rogue's Tavern donated $5. A new drink for you to add to the bar. Bumbu rum in a clear bottle. It's like liquid butterscotch, very dangerous.
Oh, shit.
Great looking bottle. Look up Real Pirate. Or look Real Pirate as in, am I Urban Dictionarying that?
No.
No? No, you sure?
Yeah, sure.
Are you positive?
Come on, man.
What? I just want to make sure that I know what's going on. Nope,
Okay,
it's not
good.
in there. Okay, so it must
Thank God!
It must be another type of booze that I don't know about.
Thank God! Thank God!
Someone else put some Urban Dictionary stuff up there before we go.
Don't do it, man.
What?
Come on.
Do it!
You asshole.
Channel 1-800-DUMB with $5 New Zealand and one simple request.
You missed.
I missed.
All right. Cool. That's a purple one. So I'm really like honored. I have people from all these different countries that watch our stuff.
Yeah, man.
I really am.
It's really cool. Yeah, we've gotten we've gotten Hong Kong currency on this show.
I have guys from Hong Kong. One guy from China.
Yeah, there was one dude who actually made it into the 100,000 subscriber special. Who's from the Philippines.
Yeah. Yeah, the Philippines, Germany, all over Europe, England, France, Spain,
we got
South America.
Sweden and the Netherlands.
Yeah.
We've got fans out there. We actually had a girl who watches the show in Sweden, I believe, or Norway was one of the two, send us her butt for episodes.
Yeah, I was actually I was shocked at that.
Yeah, those showed up, and I was like, holy hot damn.
I'm like, all right.
Winning.
Woo!
It's good stuff there. Cross Stuff donated $5. Thank you very much. Mad Hatter Matador. Holy shnikes. We have a new record. $200 donation. Holy.
Oh, my Lord. Are you sure?
I am positive. It is on the Streamlabs here.
All
I'm
right.
really late to the show. I was super busy suplexing a bear wearing a bolo tie. Now I know what you're thinking. Who was wearing the bolo tie, me or the bear? Answer, yes, Plumpy Punisher. Take a shot.
The Plumpy Punisher.
You know, I will take a sip of my whiskey for that one. Because that is phenomenal. Mad Hatter Matador.
Plumpy,
this one is for you.
Plumpy Punisher. God damn it.
Plumpy Punisher. I think Pregnant Punisher is up there as well. It's good stuff. Gundanium Dova. I am not skilled enough for a Pringles can. I keep a styrofoam cooler on hand instead. It's a larger surface area, especially if you have that thing where you can just stick your ass through the door of the public stall and just spray the whole thing.
Yeah.
Ass like a water cannon.
I've seen that before.
Ooh. Yeah, me too.
Water cannon ass.
It's not fun. Heavy Water Tread with a $20 donation. Thank you very much. What should a fit dude be able to ruck in pounds per mile? Also, what are the limits as far as what is possible?
Okay. The infantry standard is 45 pounds dry, which is usually 55 with canteens. And you should be able to cover 12 miles in 3 hours or less. It's roughly 15 minutes a mile.
Sounds about right.
And the maximum weight, you should probably, not much more than 75 pounds. It gets really hard to hump more than that.
We just had somebody up the ante. M. Pugot just donated $201 because he just had to flex. LMFAO.
All right.
Amen to that. Thank you all very much. You've been phenomenally generous tonight, and thank you all for tuning in. We still have over 1,000 viewers on the show. Keep that like button going. Thank you very, very much. And send me some more Urban Dictionary things because I really want to make this mother fornicator puke tonight.
Why? Why do we have to go there? Why?
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 Because fuck them. That's why.
Why is it you like to watch me suffer, man? Come on.
Because that's why I'm here.
I have a brain injury. The stuff affects me much worse than the average person. God dang. All right, yeah.
Gamers Journey Through Life donated $5. You can add me to the list of people that you have saved. How many?
That's 253.
253. I thought it was 353.
Oh, yeah, 250. Yeah, 350.
353. Getting all this Dexic up in here. Come on, man.
353.
I started watching when I was 18. Went my own way at 21. Invest 2/3 of all income. Wow.
God damn, that's awesome.
That is fantastic.
Dude, you're gonna, by the time you're 40, you're going to be a god. Providing the world doesn't take a big shit.
Yeah.
You will be a god.
Amen to that.
Just saying.
9x23. What do a Bible and a schlong have in common? A priest tries to shove both down your throat.
That is true, though.
Man, that's just mean.
That's just mean, man.
SIG 226-999. How do you determine if a woman is ticklish? You give her a couple of testicles.
Yeah.
I like that one. Thomas Christofac, I don't know. This is one of those names that I can't pronounce. I don't know.
Nancy Prey?
Yeah, maybe. $20 donation. Shots. That's all he said. Shots.
All right.
Drink. Outstanding. Michael Pelletier donated again. I got so close to getting popped to puke Tuesday. I'm going to keep trying.
Rat bastards.
Damon Wolf MGTOW. Joke them if they can't take a fact.
That's right. I used to say that all the time.
You guys probably don't know, Dr. Phi. Guys probably don't know what I'm talking about, but just making a statement. Rob Ford and his lockdown can go fornicate himself right up the ass.
Amen.
Yeah, anybody who is still insisting on lockdowns when all of the science just proves that they don't do jack shit.
The main reason they're still pushing all of this COVID scares and lockdown stuff is they want to scare the shit out of you, because when you're scared, you're pliable.
Yes. It was just like after 9/11. We were so scared that somebody was going to hijack planes.
We surrendered so much of our freedom.
Yeah,
we've never got it back.
Oh, yeah. And they instituted all of these, security procedures at the airport that were supposed to be temporary. 20 years on?
Yep.
That don't seem so temporary anymore.
Nope.
Just like the NSA prying into everybody's business with the Patriot Act and all that BS.
I had to travel with you to Vegas, man, and go through all that horse shit.
Ugh.
What a pain in the dick.
Yeah. Please make sure that you step through this machine that lets us see under your clothes. Totally not an invasion of your privacy. Suck a dick. Joey Jojo Jr. Shabadoo donated $20 Canadian. That is quite a name that you got there.
But you know what I always do whenever I go through that scanner thing?
Yeah.
Where you hold your hands up? I always make eye contact with the guy looking at the screen and go, how my balls look? And sometimes it's a chick and they're like, oh my God.
How's my dick? You ever seen anyone like it?
I do. I literally do that. That is hilarious.
That is funny as hell. Dynaside 13 says, damn, I'm taller than Popp. Awkward.
I'm not really tall.
Hey, if you're not so tall that you can't,
Listen, I got out of high school. I was only 5'8". I grew like 3.5, 4 inches, like at between 18 and 22.
My senior year of high school, I shot up 6 inches over a summer.
Oh man, that must hurt.
And metabolized 30 pounds. I was in pain most of the time.
That must have hurt like fuck.
Yeah, I was 5'5" and about 160 pounds through most of high school. And then I went back senior year, 5'11" and 130.
Wow.
To the point where I had a friend I was simping for at the time. It was stupid. But I was standing there in the hallway talking to her, and all of a sudden her friend, who hadn't seen me since the school year started, walks up behind me and goes, hey, how you... Blake? I'm like, how you doing? Oh, never mind. I'm like, hey, fuck you too.
Yeah. I remember at my 10-year reunion, nobody recognized me.
Oh, yeah? Well, you're three fucking inches taller, and you...
I was a good almost 5.5 inches taller.
Were you already doing like the tough man thing at that point?
Oh, yeah. I was like dead center in the middle of my pro career as a kickboxer.
And you were like the runt of the litter on the high school football team.
Yeah.
For the day, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I had no business playing football other than the fact that I had no fear, I felt no pain, and I didn't really care about my personal safety.
No pain! Jimmy Bones with a $10 donation again. As a Nebraskan, here's one for you, Popp. Nebraskan corn cob fornicating.
Oh, come on!
A chick with a fourth point of contact after she has consumed a large amount of corn. Then pulling out your corn-covered ding-a-ling and having her eat it like it was a corn on the cob.
Oh, God! Oh, that's like the full metal jacket, eat the corn out of my shit.
Oh, and we have a new winner and champion, Crusader Nate, with a $250 donation.
Look,
and all he has to say is, boom, put down your drinking straws, ladies. Wow. We both had the same idea. But mine was bigger and blacker.
Yeah. Allegedly.
Allegedly. Wow, thank you so much, Crusader Nate. You are a gentleman and a scholar. We are not worthy. Thank you very much.
I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
It's almost 10 o'clock. How many guys we have watching?
You guys are fantastic. The first part of that doesn't apply, but may God have mercy on your soul, of course.
All right, yeah.
We just got a few left here, and then we can call it a night. Yeah, Jeremy Morgan with a $10 donation. It was a nice day in Clinton, Michigan today. Man, you're not too far from us.
Clinton, Michigan. Yeah.
Look up snowboarding. Winning.
Oh,
here we go. Snowboarding. One of the greatest sports ever invented. Combines some of the most amazing aspects of nature with high speed, technical skill, and bliss. Now, did I look it up the wrong way? No, I'm not seeing anything else there.
Right.
Snowboardgasm. I got nothing.
Yeah.
So, snowboarding.
They didn't have that around when I was young. There was no such thing as a snowboard.
Rain D17 with a $5 donation. Thought about starting a shotgun recently. Pop saved me. Add another one to the list.
353.
Winning. Keep it up, guys. Others are the same. Good times. 10-4, gentlemen. Thank you, Rain D17. Thank you very much. That's why we keep doing this. Cliff Watson with a $2 donation. Schnapps!
Don't have any here.
We got Goldschlager behind you. That's about as close as we got. Pat Wax Daddy.
All right.
Black...
Goat Belly. One of my favorite long-range surveillance dudes.
That's right. Blake says, I'm here to crack jokes and chew bubblegum, and I'm fresh out of bubblegum.
I got to tell you a joke about Pat Wax Daddy. It's not a joke. It's a story.
Let's do it.
All right. We were doing this op, and it was one of the soak and smoke missions where we start on like Thursday and we go to Sunday. And we're up at Grayling, and we literally walked the entire map diagonally because that's what they used to do. You got to walk long range and do your shit.
Do your deal.
So it's raining. It's like, 41 degrees. We're all on the verge of going hypothermic. And Goat Belly, he was in the Jumpin' Jews up in Alaska, so he had some previous cold weather injuries. So we stop, and we're going to light a fire. And literally, we had like 2 matches. Our hands were so cold, I'm literally holding the matchbook, and Goat Belly's got the match. And he's like, please go. Oh, my God. So we get it lit. We use some of the mosquito repellent stuff to get the fire going. And we get the fire going. We're hanging out. The next morning, we're about to get picked up by the trucks, maybe 2 hours out. And he's standing over this raging fire. And I'm like, hey, man, you're gonna catch on fire, bro. Just step back. Oh, no, I'm all right. Yeah. I turn away. 15 seconds later, all I hear is... And he jumping, rolling around the ground. He literally set the crotch of his pants on fire. And he didn't have underwear on, and he didn't have another pair of pants with him. So he's walking around with his wedding tackle hanging out that's slightly singed. So finally I'm like, dude, put a goddamn sock on that thing. So he puts a sock on it. And the truck comes, we put out the fire, we're getting on there, and he's the last one to get on the vehicle, and he throws his leg up over the thing, and everyone sees his sack-covered sausage. And they're like, oh, I don't want to know what happened this weekend.
No.
But he literally set his junk on fire. Sorry, I had to bust you out, bro.
That's hilarious.
That
man.
shit was hilarious.
Speaking of hilarious... Although you may not think so.
All right, man.
Embudo may have found the absolute be-all, end-all. The Peruvian tunnel malt.
Noun. When you ejaculate in the anus of a male or female, then remove the ejaculate by sucking through a straw.
This milk's coming out chocolate.
God, stop it. Rat bastard.
All right, I think Embudo wins the night with that one.
Oh, my God. That was terrible.
I had no idea there was actually anything like that in Urban Dictionary. Holy shit. Logan Dennis with 569. Love living in Alaska. Constitutional carry. No one cares about others' actions. By the way, Russian vodka is stupid cheap through black market sellers.
Really? You need to send me some of that, bro.
All right. You got them all set for that one now. So check out the second definition of snowboarding. Okay, so we got here. Let's take a look here. Second definition. Oh, okay, there's more down the page here. Refers to the action of snorting a line of cocaine off of a man's erect genitalia.
I didn't need to hear that. I did not need to hear that.
That sounds like some Wolf of Wall Street shit right there. And the last one of the night here, Tony Ruiz donated $10. You guys are great. Thank you very much. You're not so bad yourself. Here's one for you to look up. Old King Clancy.
Oh, God,
Our
come
last
on, man.
Last one. Oh, here we go. Actually knew a chick whose last name used to be Clancy.
So did I.
When a man has sex with a woman, he gives her a cream pie and then pours maple syrup on her vagine and eats her out, thus creating a mixture of bazooka juice and syrup.
Oh, God. That's just nasty.
It's like you're mixing up the pancake batter with the syrup there.
That's just nasty.
Or I should say baby batter. I'm sorry. Make some pancakes out of that there.
No, I don't
No wonder they took Aunt Jemima's face off the bottle.
One of my soldiers used to do like this voiceover thing for Aunt Jemima.
Oh, no.
It was pretty funny.
Syrup?
With
syrup?
Some syrup with that?
You want some syrup for that?
Oh, dude, the way he did it, I wish we could do like a stop motion with one of those old Aunt Jemima bottles and like some Ken dolls and Barbies.
Ugh.
It would be hilarious.
Outstanding. Anyway, you got a last donation of the night from channel 1-800-DUMB from New Zealand. Thank you very much, good sir. And thank you all very much for tonight. This was a red letter night for the show. Donations have been wonderful. Thank you.
Before we sign off, how many people did we keep to the end?
We have kept over 1,000 people on the show until the very end.
Dude, I am honored.
I really am as well.
I am.
Thank you for the donations. Thank you for watching the show. Be sure to share it out on social media. We are live on all these platforms every Tuesday and Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, share it out there and get as many people watching. We're giving the truth. We're tearing apart the lies.
That's why we're here.
And I mean, you guys know me. I'm a terrible liar. I just tell you the truth, man.
Yeah. And we have everyone's favorite pair of boobs coming back on Tuesday.
All right.
Lauren literally is going to be here with us on Tuesday the 13th. And then the following Tuesday after that, it's like a honey badger parade up in here. We're going to have none other than Karen Strawn here on the show.
She is
a week from Tuesday.
Power drinking bitch. That woman is a machine.
Didn't you take her out for like a hangover breakfast?
Yes.
Because she was just
blottoed. She's like, I don't know. I didn't say I'm not around here. I'm like, get in the car. Get in the car, baby. Let's go eat. But yeah, oh no. I mean, I've sat down and drank with that woman just a little bit, and I could tell she just crushed me.
Just drink you under the table.
Just drink me under the table.
All right. Well, maybe we could get her to drink with us on
listen,
on
she would
Tuesday.
drink me under the table until I pass out and then draw a penis on my forehead. That's the kind of chick she is. That's class. I like that.
Yeah, that's very good.
I
right
like
there.
that. That's some cool points, man.
Well, as long as one of us is still conscious by the end, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah, okay.
All right. And then one last donation for the night. Actually, two. We got Michael Pelletier. Compile a list of the best shows for us to share. I would say this one is up there, and definitely this last Tuesday, share the Sandman stream because that stream was hilarious.
That was pretty good.
That was where the Fing Fang Swing Swang thing came from. That is comedy gold right there.
Yeah!
And then channel 1-800-DUMB with a very positive message to take us out on here tonight. One more for Papa and Blakey. If we take out ourselves, we are stealing from God. Let's be careful out there regardless, okay? Much
Amen.
love to everybody. Amen to you. And take us out with a safety briefing.
All right. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and swim. Wear a condom. Flush it down the toilet or take it with you. Better yet, don't do it to completion. Just go through the motions. If you have to fight, don't go to the ground because that's where all the serious injuries occur. If you have to carry a gun, don't shoot. No warning shots, and don't shoot to wound. You shoot to stop the threat. Period.
Yeah, and don't carry a gun pointed at your penis because
bad shit can happen.
Bad shit can happen if you have to run for any reason.
Especially if it's a Glock and it only has a trigger safety. Those things go off all the time.
Don't use a Glock because you might lose your cock.
That's right. Combat Tupperware is not your friend.
Have a good night, ladies and germs. Thank you for tuning in. We will see you on Tuesday. And don't forget, this weekend on YouTube premieres Wango Tango. If you guys haven't seen it yet, the 400th episode of Popp Culture, you guys are going to love it.
All right.